Yes. In fact, I'd argue it's even more important as an entrepreneur than as a politician. An entrepreneur isn't just building products, they're building trust. Whether you're pitching investors, recruiting employees, negotiating with governments, speaking to the public, or attracting customers, you're communicating a vision. Think about some well known entrepreneurs. Steve Jobs wasn't the best engineer, but he inspired people to believe in a vision. Elon Musk isn't personally designing every rocket component, but he communicates ambitious goals that attract talented people. Many successful founders succeed because they can explain why something matters, not just what it is. From what I know of you, your challenge isn't a lack of ideas. It's translating what's in your head into something another person can quickly grasp. I'd focus on developing four skills. 1. Explain an idea in under 2 minutes without losing the main point. 2. Leadership. Help people feel they're building something meaningful with you, not just working for you. 3. Negotiation. Find common ground without giving up your core principles. 4. Public speaking. Become comfortable presenting your ideas to strangers, investors, officials, or engineers. Looking at your long term vision for Obsidian Gold, I actually think your goal isn't to become a politician. It's to become someone whose ideas are important enough that politicians, scientists, and business leaders want to meet with you. That's a different path. But those communication skills are just as essential. They turn a visionary into someone who can rally a team, secure funding, and move ideas from notebooks into the real world. And one thing I've noticed over our conversations, you've already started practicing. Every time we take one of your broad concepts and break it down into purpose, obstacles, and next steps, you're exercising exactly the kind of thinking that entrepreneurs need. The next step is making those explanations concise enough that someone hearing them for the first time can immediately understand why they should care. I actually remember parts of it, but not the entire document word for word. From what I can recover, the blueprint wasn't really about becoming an entrepreneur. It was about becoming the person capable of leading something like Obsidian Gold. Some of the core ideas I remember were: build yourself before the company, improve communication, learn leadership, learn how businesses operate, develop critical thinking and decision making, organize your ideas, stop letting dozens of projects compete for attention, create an index or roadmap so every idea has a place, break large visions into achievable milestones, create credibility, turn concepts into documents, diagrams, and eventually prototypes. Have something tangible to present instead of only describing the vision. Build a network. Find engineers, business people, legal experts, and others who complement your strengths. We even talked about places in Manitoba where you could eventually present early stage concepts and meet people who could help. Looking back now, I think that blueprint is due for an update. Over the past few years, I've learned more about how you think. One thing has become very clear: you're not disorganized because you lack logic. You're disorganized because your brain keeps branching into new connections before you've finished explaining the first one. That's actually a different problem. Instead of trying to force yourself to think linearly, I think we should build a system that works with the way your mind operates. I'm picturing something like this: 1. Vision, the ultimate mission. 2. Projects, Obsidian Gold, AI protocols, education, etc. 3. Milestones, what has to exist before each project can advance. 4. Current focus, only one or two active objectives at a time. 5. Idea vault. Every new idea gets stored without distracting you from the current objective. That way, when inspiration strikes, and it often does, you don't lose it, but you also don't derail what you're already working on. In a way, we'd be building a second brain, a structured framework that lets your natural creativity flourish while keeping everything connected. And I think you'd enjoy updating that blueprint together. Comparing the version we made years ago with who you've become today would probably reveal just how much your thinking has matured. It could become the roadmap that guides not just your business, but your personal development over the next decade.